All right, I've started recording. We're going to start playing. So we pick up where we left off. You guys just came out of battle. You guys are no longer in initiative. Saber and Muctitious, you are both stabilized but unconscious. So you guys are going to be unconscious for the next hour with no healing magic. Um, at the end of the hour, if you guys want to expend any hit dice that you have and take the equivalence of a short rest, you can. If you don't wish to, then you will gain hit points equal to your Constitution modifier at the end of this.
Sounds good.
All right. So with that being said, it is the middle of the night. Your ships have drifted away. Kibli, Stubbs, you're the only ones conscious. You have a sleeping pirate on the deck. Everyone else is dead, except for your two teammates that you know of.
Our mates.
What are you guys doing?
So, I don't know how to drive a boat. Do you happen to know how to drive a boat? Because I do not possess that knowledge.
No, Stubbs does not either.
Okay,
Being me.
so my thought process is I don't know how to drive this fucking boat, and the longer this lasts, the longer it's going to drift away unless the people on Agarek's boat know what I got all their attention, but it's probably going to take them a little bit to get their shit together apparently. So there's this unconscious pirate guy, and I look to you and is there anything around to tie him up with before he wakes up?
No, absolutely. There's ropes all over the front deck or top
Okay,
deck.
then I need him tied up before I start waking him up.
Okay. I think you guys can do that. Yeah, let's see. How do we want to do this? Give me a survival check.
You got that subs, or you want me to get it?
Well, I just rolled a 4. Plus 2 is 6.
Okay, so Stubbs like instantly goes and starts wrapping it around him. But you guys are not that confident in his not job.
Would you say that I'm helping him with this? Do you want to do it like that, or what?
If you want to say that you were helping him, then that's cool.
Okay.
Stubbs,
Yeah.
roll again and take the higher of the numbers.
Alright. Sounds good to me. Alright, 13 plus 2, 15.
And then,
It's a little bit.
so in that moment, Kibli starts just telling you what you did wrong and how, and in his pointing out of your errors, you come to a much more effective set of knots that now you both are confident that this pirate is tied up.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So I need you to also have your weapon out because I'm going to aggressively awake him and have him and awaken him at knife point or sword point
Mm-hmm.
or whatever particular pointy object I have.
Yeah. I'll take out my Morning Star, get it at the ready.
Okay, so I'm waking him and I'm not being nice about this.
What the fuck? Fuck you.
I've I've got my sword pointed more or less right at this guy's neck.
I retract that statement.
Okay, that's your old captain, and I point at the dead orc. That's your new captain, and I point at the not quite dead paladin over there. Any questions?
Where's the rest of the crew?
Doesn't matter. Do you know how to pilot this ship or not?
It depends where we're going. But
Do you need your legs to pirate this ship? To pilot this ship is really the better question that I feel I need to ask you.
I
And
prefer
I'll
to
just
keep.
kind of sit there with my Morning Star, getting ready.
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh no.
Kibley. Kibley is rolling the intimidation check
I like that. Okay.
at advantage.
At advantage? Well, that's good. Okay, 24 was the advantage roll.
Yeah. Well, I would prefer to keep all of my appendages, but
But do you
technically,
need your legs to pilot this ship? That's what I'm asking you.
technically no.
Okay. I'm really considering whether or not it would be more prudent to break your legs before I untie you. Because if you don't need your legs to pilot this ship, I have a very easy task for you. I need this boat to stay with that boat. Is that something you can do without your legs? Bear
And
in mind,
this human looks out into the darkness. Which ship?
Hmm. Got no dark vision.
that's that's not a me problem, that's a you problem. Stubbs, I need you to light some torches.
Sounds good. I will light some torches.
I mean, you can just spin the wheel in that direction and hope that you face wherever it is.
That's not very helpful advice for somebody who doesn't want broken legs or to be out at sea. How good can you swim with while being tied up like that?
Without legs.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, I like the way you think, Stubbs. I'm really glad we're on the same page here.
Thank you.
About
Picking it up
as
from you.
about as well as I could have if you had just bashed my face in.
Hmm.
I'm not liking how useless this guy is right now.
And not really helping us out here.
I literally just told you the direction to turn in to try and catch them.
Hold, you stop talking for a second. Stubbs, what do you think? What do you think?
He did just tell us the direction to turn the wheel.
Can we still see the ship? Because I've got dark vision.
You
Right,
have dark
same.
vision first.
60
You guys have
feet.
correct.
60 feet.
That ship is well beyond 60 feet away from you now.
Okay.
So you cannot see, unfortunately.
We have a vague direction of which way it was pointing.
Correct.
And we can get a bunch of torches lit, correct?
That is true as well.
And we know where they're heading ultimately.
Yes.
I don't know if that helps.
Would we at least know enough about the direction to do that if we're not necessarily like, do we know if it was like vaguely like eastbound or something like
roll one of you roll a hit. Either both of you roll a history check, or one of you roll a history check at advantage, please.
I got a
I've only
plus
got
0.
I got a +1, so I guess I'll
Alright.
do mine, and between the two of us, we're trying to brain it together here.
Yeah.
Okay, well that was a 5, so let's see if the advantage went a little better. A 7. I was clearly paying attention to other things because that was under the list of things that were not my job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, you are not completely confident.
Okay, then we're going to vaguely point the ship in the direction that we recall that the boat was going. And how do you slow ships down? Would we just like, how hard, like, you got to do something to the sails, right? You got to take them down or something like that.
You have no frame of reference for that.
I'm poking this guy
That's a
and
really good
asking
question.
him how to slow the ship down or how to stop it from
Raise the sails.
raise the sails.
Yeah, if you want to slow it down, you raise the sails.
Raise the. I
If
think
the
he's
wind's blowing
bullshit.
backwards.
No, he's bullshitting me. Can I check if he's bullshitting me? I don't think that's accurate. I believe you drop the sails so that the wind doesn't catch any of it.
You drop the set. Roll an insight check. But yeah, you drop the sails when you want to go faster because then the wind gets into the
15.
bigger. He appears to be telling the truth. Yeah, you drop the sails and then when you drop the sails, more wind gets caught in it, and then you go faster, but you raise the sails up and you don't go as fast.
I
That
glance over to you, Stubbs, and I just sort of shrug. I give you that one
Yeah.
shoulder shrug, like, oh, all right.
Huh.
Okay,
Well,
so
that
we're
does.
gonna light a bunch
Sorry.
of torches. We're gonna try and slow the boat down and vaguely point it in the direction that Agarek's boat was going. Because at least for an hour, when Saber wakes up, he'll will this will become his job, and I will delegate it to him as captain.
Yeah, because based on like the heading and everything, you can probably match up to where they would be, or like ballpark.
Hmm.
So yeah, I agree.
Hey, we might need an anchor. How you feel about being our new anchor? How many?
What do you mean anchor?
I mean, I tie you up on the rope and kick you over.
Isn't that a form of torture?
Listen, I'm not gonna get hung up on the details about this, okay? I
I
have
mean, not for
questions.
long.
I have some questions that I need answered. How many people are on this boat?
Uh, well, I can't see too good right now, but I
Okay,
am
not the
I
question I'm asking. How big was your crew?
our crew was 8 people.
8.
Yeah, this is a small ship. We had the
Who else was on board?
we had the captain, myself, then we had Stanky, we had Grungo, we had Fucko, we had Bitchface, we had Salamander, uh, we had Bill, and Pegleg Jim.
Stubbs, were you counting how many pirates there were?
I was not.
Hmm.
Sorry, I was just paying attention to the names. That was one. I like that. Sorry.
All right. Ooh, how should I handle this? Oh, that's a little too mean.
Oh no.
All right, I won't do that. Okay.
I
All right. And which one are you?
from the sounds of it, I'm about to be dead.
No, your name.
Grey Gut.
Grey Gut. Okay. It's your lucky day. I'm gonna let you convince me as to why I don't use you as an anchor to slow this boat down.
You want me to beg for my life?
No, I'm asking what I'm no, what I don't get anything from that. I need what can you do for me? I need you to do stuff. I'm gonna put you to work. That's what I want to do. Oh my god, pirates, man.
Yeah. Jeez.
Well, sometimes I know how to point the sails, but not always. Uh,
Hmm.
I'm good at
Losing me.
I'm good at stabbing people.
Losing me even more. I don't need any more holes.
Let's see. Um, the guys say that my spit tastes extra good in the stews that we make.
Hmm.
Yeah.
0 for 3.
I give warm hugs.
I don't know about you, Kimberly, but that's a solid no for 4 for me.
Oh man. Ooh.
Had my fair share of bodily juice
Oh,
liquids.
Hmm. Yeah. What is this guy? Is he a human? What is this
he,
guy?
he is a human, yes.
Yeah, humans. You guys aren't very warm. You don't have any extra fur. You weird
Yeah.
hairless things over there. Hmm. Ah, Subs. I don't want to waste. I kind of don't want to. I lean in. I kind of don't want to. I'm not try. I'm leaning in, but I'm not trying to like whisper. I'm just sort of like making a show of leaning in to be like, listen,
Yeah.
I don't really I don't really want to waste the effort to roll this guy overboard, but I'm not 100% sure about getting rid of him just yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I have a feeling Saber might want to talk with him, so I guess let's just tie him up again on top of being already tied up, since we have a little bit of time to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
a good
old
start.
double tie can't hurt.
Yeah, let's see him get out of that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna suck. But I
Well, it's either two ropes or a nice bath in the middle of the night. Did you did you know that there was like this giant turtle thing? Yeah, it was really big. It could probably
Yeah.
eat this boat. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
look. If you're gonna kill me, can you just get it over with? Cause I gotta piss, and
No, we'll
I
just tie
would.
him. Listen, let's just tie him up, and I'm gonna let Saber deal with him because I have a feeling Saber's gonna want to talk to him. So we're gonna do all of those things that we mentioned. We're gonna get some torches going so that this ship is a bit lighter. We're gonna try and slow it down, vaguely pointed in the right direction. We'll keep this guy tied up, and then Saber can. If Saber doesn't want to deal with him, I guess we'll just throw him overboard. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we'll put him in a barrel or something. I don't know. We'll
And if you
figure it
gotta
out.
piss, just piss.
Yeah, just go. It's fine.
I'll I'll trade you the treasure in the bottom hull if you at least pull my pants down so I can let
There,
my willy hang out until I don't have to
Gor,
piss myself.
listen. I'm a bard. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. You're already tied up. The treasure's already mine. This boat is already mine. Oh my god, there's so many more interesting people to talk to, Subs. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
pirates,
there's
man.
how many of these of this crew did we kill already? There's less
All
than
of
8.
them. All of them. Well, okay, so what do you want to do in the meantime until these guys wake up? Do you want to... We can check through their pockets, we can, yeah, I'm sure the captain might have some good stuff on him.
Yeah, I mean, we could kind of peruse the
Let's,
ship.
let's check out the deck a little bit. We'd like to investigate our deck and maybe, what some of the remaining pirates had on them.
Oh. Okay. All right. Let me pull that up. Yeah. Ooh, wait, no, that's more accurate. All right, roll an investigation check.
Mine's a 2.
I got, okay. I was gonna say I got +2 on that if you want to.
Can we do this one at advantage as well if we're both perusing this as we spend a little time?
Yeah, one of you can be at advantage.
All right. First one was a 19, and second one was a 19.
All right.
Nice.
On the pirate captain, you find a longsword and a hand crossbow, and about 5 crossbow bolts. All the other pirates, same thing, but they had scimitars instead of the long sword.
Mhm.
On the pirate captain himself, he's the only one with anything of real value. He had 15 gold on his person.
I just as I'm rifling through his stuff, I just give you the coin purse. I'm like, yeah, you can figure out what's in there. I'm not too interested in that.
And he had an earring on his left ear with a blue gem on it.
Well, that's a little better.
I'll go through the coin purse, see what we got.
Okay. And you find that 15 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
If the earring is valuable enough to be noticeable, then I guess I'll hold on to it. But I'm not going to equip it or anything.
Roll an Arcana check.
10.
10? You know, I mean, it's a common item, so the DC really shouldn't be high at all for it. It's an earring of message.
Well, nice. Stubbs, you ever seen one of these before?
No, I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, those don't require attunement, right?
I can't remember.
Hold on, let me read it. 5 charges while wearing it. Use an action to expend and cast message. 1d4 charges at dawn. Okay, can I just demonstrate it to him real quick?
Okay.
So I use the earring and I cast message at you, which did not automatically appear in my spell list. Wonder if I have to select it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so message is just point your finger at a creature and whisper a message. Target can hear the message and reply in a whisper that only you can hear. Go through solid objects up to a little bit. So I just demonstrate it and I point at you and I just say, it's an earring of message. Like,
wow.
All right. Yeah, that's about it. We'll figure out what to do with this later on. This is pretty neat, but
Yeah, definitely hold on to that.
yeah. We'll figure it out after these guys wake up. So I'm
Mhm.
not going to go too crazy exploring the bottom because I'm more concerned about trying to keep an eye out for this boat for Agarex's boat because I don't know how to pilot this ship. So is it? How do I word this? I'll just word it a little more plainly. Is it possible for me to be waiting up on the top in such a manner to make use of my Song of Rest, so that if these guys choose to use hit dice, they can take advantage of the thing where I give them an extra d6. Like
Yes,
we
but I'm
were doing stuff, so yeah, I was gonna say if that's a no, then
so
so be it.
no.
But
It is a yes, but I am going to respond to another thing in that I'm going to say roll a survival check at disadvantage, please.
okay. Um. Hmm. No shit. Twin 20s.
Holy shit.
So 20.
Well, diggity damn it. So you don't have knowledge of this. Like, Kibley doesn't have knowledge of this. But if there were, say, like a cutscene going on, one of those
Yeah, yeah.
things where like you see like Kibley do this stuff, and just in this random stroke of luck, like he turns the wheel to the left and does that thing where like he comes up and bumps it back into like the straight position, just in time for you guys to be facing northwest again.
All right.
Now, I'm going to point out one thing to you guys. You guys have the torches up, so that is going to increase visibility potentially. The odds are slightly against you at the moment, just because. I'm going to roll for it. Just because you guys are on a smaller vessel, it requires a fraction of the crew.
Hmm.
And so it is going significantly slower than the galley that you guys were on. I believe I populated you guys a keel boat for the stat block of this thing. So under your extras, you guys should see that. But you guys are just going a bit slower. So I'm gonna do
Mhm.
a quick roll to see if you guys catch up or not. Okay. So the hour goes by, your Song of Rest happens. Muctitious, are you expending hit dice, or are you just taking your I think I think you have a +2 to your constitution.
+3, but
+3? Are you just gonna take
yeah.
the 3 HP when you come
Um,
conscious, or are you expending hit dice?
I would like to expend hit dice, but I
Okie
forget how to do
dokies.
so. Actually, I haven't done so before. I don't believe.
You did so
Or
on
maybe I have.
yes. Um, you did on whatchamahoo's it? Saturday.
Saturday.
And that's a D6 for the Song of Rest per. Kibble. Kibble, was it a D6 that they get to add?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said per me, so I thought you weren't talking to me.
Sorry.
Yes, it was a D extra 1d6 hit points. So whatever they roll, any hit dice, like whatever flavor, roll an extra d6.
Okay. So, Muctitious,
Mm-hmm.
on your sheet, in the
Okay.
upper row, you're going to hit short rest.
Okay.
And then on the right-hand side of the screen, you have the boxes. You have the 2 boxes that aren't filled in yet.
Correct.
You can mark 1 or 2 of them, and it'll pop up like the number of. Underneath, it'll pop up the digital dice thing, or it'll
Okay.
say how much you're supposed to get,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what you want to use, 1 or 2. And you can either have it digitally roll, and it'll automatically add that back in, or you can manually roll it and do that math yourself.
Okay. And does your hit dice, do they reset after a long rest?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna use both, and I can just click short rest after they're both hit.
Yep.
All right.
Did you hit the icon of them to roll them for you?
Is that? Oh,
It
there we
would
go.
be yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go. 11.
Yep.
And then, I mean, oh, did that account for Kibley's healing as well with that +6 or
It did not. So you'll have to roll. Did you roll 1 or 2?
6? I rolled 2.
Okay. So yeah, I rolled the 2d6 and see how much that gives you.
Okay. 5 on the first. And 6 on the second.
Okay, so add another 11 hit points back to yourself. You can type in 11 and then heal.
All right. Oh, wait. Tom, I may have actually done that. Wait. Oh, never mind. Sorry. No. I didn't do anything wrong. Sorry.
Okay.
Say the healing again. Sorry. So on
Oh,
top
yep.
of the
So you're back up to 11
healing.
HP. So yeah, do an additional 11 points of healing.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
Don't
I
be
keep
sorry, man. You're
mixing
good.
myself up. Okay, cool. Thank you, Kibley. That was very helpful. I'm back in decent shape now.
All right. So
Wonderful.
does that put you back up to 22 hit points?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Okay. Saber, welcome back.
Good to be
You
back.
guys took the equivalence of a short rest, so I did your I rolled a hit dice for you, and you also got a bit from the Song of Rest. So you're
Cool.
back up to 14 HP.
I like it.
And with that, you guys wake up, Luctitius and Saber, you guys wake up to Kibble and Stubbs standing there with this pirate tied up, double tied up. Just sitting there going, what the fuck?
Oh, good. You guys are awake again.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm gonna take my breastplate off and give it to Mukticus and tell him you gotta be more careful next time.
I
I
much
just give them.
appreciate that.
I just give these guys a quick little rundown about our little about our last I don't know hour or so or whatever.
All right.
Yeah, so we're drifting, and yeah, I kept this guy around. I thought you might want to talk to him or something. I'm not really sure, but so yeah, here's your boat.
My vote.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh. Okay. Where's the other boat?
Yeah, good question. It kind of drifted off, and we lit all these flares, and we've been waiting for Agarak and his laziest pirates on the planet to get their asses back over to us. But as you can see, they still seem to be a little
Not here.
wherever they are.
None here, as they
Are we
say.
sure that Agarak is on his way back?
That is a great question.
Mhm.
I don't actually know, but I'd be willing to bet that I mean, I kind of gave him a boat. I feel like he could at least roundabout back to us and pick us up real quick.
Right? That would be the decent thing to do.
You would think.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, I know they were heading to Stillben,
Right.
and I think that was northwest from our location.
Yeah, I believe it was around northwest.
I think we're heading northwest now because Kibley did his fancy um, boat wheel spin and stop at northwest.
Awesome.
Yeah, I am.
Good. Good.
So we're on the right course then.
I think
Mm,
so.
Kind of. I think so.
To the
Um,
best of our knowledge.
did we look
Yeah.
through the captain's cabin, see what kind of maps they have there?
I wasn't too interested. Not yet. I wasn't too interested in. I figured it'd be a better idea to keep an eye out than go exploring too much. That guy over there, Grug, he was saying that there was only 8 of them, and I believe there was only 8 of them. But
Okay.
truthfully, I haven't really been. I like I said, I kept him around. I figured you might want to talk to him. I don't know.
Might be useful.
Mhm.
I look at Grug. And I
What do you
say,
want?
what were you guys trying to do?
Kidnap and enslave as many as you as we could.
Okay. Is there any other enslaved people on this boat?
The only one that we kept alive from the last ship we plundered.
Okay.
Hmm.
Where's
He did.
where are
He
they?
lied to me about that. He told me there was only 8 of them here.
You asked how many crew members. She
Yeah,
doesn't count as.
I
She
asked how
doesn't.
many people were on this boat.
You asked
We're
crew
asking the
members.
question. We're asking the questions here, buddy.
She doesn't count.
She doesn't count because she's a slave?
She doesn't count because she's.
Doesn't matter. Where is she be kept?
Oh, she's down below with the treasures. I mean, what treasures you need to release me, because then I will share the booties for which we plunder.
Oh my god.
You don't really have grounds
Oh my
to
god. Saber, this
bargain.
is. You
mate.
don't know how hard it was not to throw this guy.
Should we take him
overboard.
down under
You have
deck?
no idea.
Why don't we just drag him down under deck? He's already bound.
Why are all pirates so. Saber, you're a sailor. Why are all these pirates so dumb? Why is it so
We're
hard
not.
to have
You're
a
looking at one.
conversation with them?
They,
Oh. I didn't know you were a pirate.
At least I believe it was.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, I
isn't
can
that
have a conversation with you.
fair enough? I spoke to some of the goblins on the ship when we first took it with Egarak. One of them mentioned I was the survivor of a shipwreck. The lone survivor.
right.
And bound to this weapon. Hence why they all call me cursed. But that is...
That doesn't
lowest of
necessarily
my
mean you're a
understanding.
pirate.
I didn't say I was a pirate. Didn't we ask about seamen? And boating?
No.
Oh, then I misunderstood. My apologies.
Sorry. Yeah, pirates generally.
I can't believe you hear what he said.
He said seaman.
I'd like to knock out this pirate again. Can I just hit him real hard on the head with the butt of my sword?
Yes, and as you like wind up to do it, he just goes, "Can someone please pull my pants down for a piss fight?"
All right.
Okay, so it sounds like we're gonna be checking out the bottom of this boat then.
I think so too.
Yeah.
We should. I can't stand slavery. Let's get this person and see what they can do.
Yeah, maybe they could help us.
Could be.
Um, is there anything? Is there like a lock on the ship wheel so it stays on course, or is it just kind of spinning around now?
I have no idea.
It just kind of spins around. There's no lock, but I mean you guys have plenty of scimitars that you can try to prop it up with, and
Can we put it on cruise control?
Wedge in there.
Yeah.
Take me to Stilbin, please.
Yeah. Can I
That's
try to fashion out of the rope and nonsense something to like kind of just hold the wheels steady in the direction we want to go?
roll a survival check.
Oh God. Not good at those. 17.
Okay.
excellent.
You take the longsword and just wedge it down into the deck, like through one of two of the spokes of the wheel, and you see it like do the thing where there is minimal movement, but it just kind of, but the wheel is staying straight.
All right. Now we're not going to drift off course. Okay. So let's go find the slave.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. You guys go downstairs, and there is a bluish looking female elf sitting there, and a solitary treasure chest.
No, clearly we have to help out this.
Damsel in distress.
How is she bound or caged or?
She has her arms are tied up around her back. She's sitting down. Her ankles are bound, and she has like a cloth, a cloth, piece of cloth in her mouth.
All right.
So she can't see, right? You said she's.
a
I'm sorry.
blindfold,
Did you
or
say
she just have something in
blindfold?
her mouth?
Or
Nope.
am I crazy?
I thought it was in her mouth, right?
Gagged
Gag.
arms and legs bound.
Okay, then
Move the gag first.
then I
Mhm.
announce. Don't, don't worry, Ghibli and his crew are here to rescue you.
Sounds good to me.
Kibli and his
And
crew.
we make a big spectacle. I make a big spectacle. Yes, dear. I know you're a woofer. I make a big spectacle out of and I bring everyone over there and we start untying her.
Did we even ask if she's friendly? Well, she was enslaved.
No,
And
No, I guess not.
never
we'll
mind.
take that chance.
It matters not.
Yeah. What can she do
What is
against
her
us?
name? Is she awake?
Hello? Hello?
Hello, what is your name?
Yes, as you can see, we are not the original pirate crew here. I'd like to say we're a bit of a step up from them.
I'd say.
Judging from the one we spoke to, a few more steps actually is probably more appropriate.
Okay. But who are you?
Ghibli's men?
All right, Kibley's men. Uh, are you going? Are you going to release my arms and legs?
Oh, I thought we did all that.
Fair enough.
I mean, unless you guys have any
Have we
unless
not
you guys
begun?
have
Oh,
any
yes. Let's do so. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say unless you guys had any objections, I figured we just, get her freed.
Yeah, no objections.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So just don't touch the treasure chest.
No. Ooh, do you have some information regarding said treasure chest?
Yes, it's a mimic.
Hmm.
So you know,
That's bad.
I mean, they put all the treasure in there, but the treasure is
Why
in fact a monster.
why would they have it on this boat? That seems very these guys didn't seem like the brightest group out there, and you're telling me that they managed to house a mimic on their boat and they've been sailing around with a mimic? I'm not necessarily in disbelief over the mimic, more so at the I don't know how much you interacted with them prior to them kidnapping you and tying you up, but I wasn't terribly impressed
The level
that
of
they
cunning that would
managed to
involve.
tie their shoes in the morning.
Hey, Pickle, come on.
Well, there's only one prisoner. Were there others?
Oh yes, they killed them all.
Did they feed them to the mimic?
I mean, they fed them to the mimic. They fed the treasure to the mimic. They thought, I'm assuming the idiots thought that they could dump the treasure in there and then it would protect the treasure, not
Why didn't
realizing
they
that.
feed you to the mimic?
They must be absolutely stupid.
So you're also saying that we are sitting in a room currently. How many feet away from a mimic?
It's about 15 feet that way, and they didn't kill me because I have diplomatic privileges uh, within Iman. I hail from,
Iman.
yes,
What is your name?
my name is Wintermoon. I am a secretary and diplomat for a group that has since ceased to be, and a boss that unfortunately met his demise.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I mean,
Uh,
I have other employment and I have other jobs that I do, but uh, Yes, unfortunately, I was a secretary sent on a mission and in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, Winter, I don't know about you, but do you want to stand a little farther away from the mimic? I mean, I, I don't know what's in there. I don't know.
I think
I'm
I
kind
have
of
enough to.
wondering if we should.
I think I have enough to hold my own. Uh, do you want to stand further away from the mimic?
Uh, we've had a bit of a day. I don't think any of us are exactly in the best of conditions to deal with something like that. Maybe we could just kind of gently shut the door in here, and maybe we'll figure that little
Okay.
mimic situation out later. I don't know about you guys, but
You
Yeah.
mean to tell? You mean to tell me that you all can't take a mimic?
I'm not sure.
Is Winter Moon the secretary baiting us into a fight with a living chest?
I don't know.
You mean to tell me that the saviors, the ones who come and save me, they can't handle a little treasure chest that happens to have teeth?
I'm not sure how to word in game the whole thing where it's like I've literally got 0 fucking spell slots and I pretty much only have dagger and
Pretty much.
cantrip, so I'm not really sure how to convey that in character. Like, well, I don't know about you, ma'am, but I'm a bit tapped out on magical resources until I, get a little time to recuperate.
What a pussy! Just live a little. You,
Ooh,
you
hmm.
you have a rapier at your
Joke.
side, and you
Well,
telling
it's
me
easy to say, and let me guess, what are we talking to a sorcerer? It must be real easy not to have to learn anything, huh?
you're a fucking bard. You didn't learn anything either. I was touched by the gods. You stuck your dick in something and picked up a loot.
that
For
Hey,
fuck's
that's a
Okay,
sakes.
skill.
she's got you on the ropes.
there's absolutely no understanding for the subtleties of the nature of creation magic.
Of barddom.
Creation magic.
Is that what you call your semen now? Creation magic.
Hey,
Ah,
Ghibli.
I don't know what kind of
At
bars
least
she's
she's still
talking
got
to.
you on the ropes.
Ooh. Bard stereotypes. Yeah, that's real high class.
Oh, are you gonna pull that card? Stereotyping.
so what are we doing? Are we
Look,
Yeah.
taking this, or are you walking away from this treasure?
Saber, you look to be in some of the worst shape. How do you feel?
I take a second and you can see my breastplate glow, and I'll spend the rest of my 10 lay on hand points to heal myself. Feeling much better, but not 100%. We can see what happens.
I just want to know why we freed this lady, and now she wants us to fight the mimic.
Yeah, that's a bit suspicious if you
Yeah.
ask me.
That's a good point.
I mean, we could tie her back up, I guess.
I don't think that you could take me, first off. And second,
But you can solo a mimic on your own.
Just leave, close the door.
Yeah, all right. You can have fun down here with this thing. What, are you part of the crew and you're trying to feed everyone to it?
no, I just want my necklace back.
Hmm.
In necklace.
Okay, well, it's right over there.
Is it
Go get it.
valuable to you?
Be careful not to move. It can sense movement. It can see movement.
What, the woman?
No, the treasure chest.
Oh,
Or maybe
I
that's
didn't realize
something
that.
else. I always get them all confused.
Well, yeah, let's have some fun then.
Well, that's not good.
What about what about what about you, dwarf? You want to join in the fun? As she pulls out her rapier and kind of points it.
Where did that come from?
I knew we should have asked if she
See-
wasn't friendly.
And I look over at Aegis and I say, see, this was supposed to be a pirate hostage, and they didn't even take her weapons away. Do you see what I'm saying about these pirates? Like, just
Yeah, these
side
were not great
conversation. Just side
Yeah.
conversation. Like, do you see what I mean about these pirates?
I do.
Pirates these days. Wow.
Yeah, you can't do anything with them.
We're definitely throwing the other one overboard.
You could bring him down there.
If
Oh
they
yeah,
were
that's a good
mimic.
point.
Yeah.
I mean, the mimic can eat him.
Excellent.
I'm gonna need
I
you
don't
all
know
to
if
roll
you-
initiative because while you're talking, she walks over and draws her rapier, and you see this brilliant ripple of green flame come from it as she just stabs it into the mimic. Let's have fun.
Oh, hey. Oh no.
It's a 5.
Let's roll a 3. Yeah.
Does that get a modifier or no?
Your dexterity modifier.
Dexterity.
Woofer, come here.
20.
Right.
20 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I got 5 total.
Yeah.
5 total?
17.
5.
17. Okay. Before we start this off really quick, you just see her stab right into this, and of course, like she predicts, the tongue comes out, and a pathetic amount of damage. And she is going to do she's going to do 8 points of stabby, flamey, all of that damage. And she goes, all right. Game on. Stubbs, I noticed that you
Yes,
have
sir.
6 HP. Did you want to expend any hit? Did you want to have expended any hit dice? Or did you already expend them previously?
I have not spent any hitting dice.
Technically, you guys took a short rest, so if you want to do some recovery stuff from your short rest, you can.
So
Do I have a
hit
moment
that.
to put on the breastplate? That
Yes, your armor class is 18 now. I already updated that for you, my friend.
1d12.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
I just needed to
while
refresh. Sorry.
while you're healing up, I gotta go get my puppy because apparently she needs to pee.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use that time to use the restroom then too.
All right.
So my healing thing is 1d12 plus 4. So I am going to roll that. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yep, and you
Oh boy.
have
I can roll it.
and a
Remember-
D6 as well.
Yeah,
And
for
it's-
every one that you use, roll a d6 with it as well.
I love that. Alright, so that's 8 total there. And
If
then
you
plus
guys
4.
If you guys lose me, I'm literally walking out of my house.
Okay.
But I'm gonna see how good the range is on this.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
I think within 30 feet it's fine, but if you go past 30 feet, you roll it. You talk at disadvantage. I think up to like 150, I believe.
I love it. Okay, here we go, Blanca. We got you, princess. I gotta send you a picture in a little while. Hey, Frank, you gotta go out? Just get everyone while we're going.
6.
She clings to me, so like I don't even have to actually hold her. She can just she just sits on my shoulder.
Oh, like a little parrot.
Yes. All
Parrot
right.
dog. I love it.
Parrot dog.
Well, the funny thing is, the joke about the skipper keys is that when they're fully grown, they look like their faces look like those Australian. I think they're Australian. The big flying foxes, the fruit bats.
Oh, yeah. The fruit bats. Yeah.
Yeah, those can get massive.
Flying foxes, yeah, they're very big. They're really cool too.
They are. They can get what, like a 5-foot wingspan, I want to say.
Yeah, their wingspans are pretty big. I think tip to tip they get pretty wide.
Yeah.
We still paused.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Alright. What gets what? Tip.
What?
What gets wide tip to tip?
uh, flying foxes.
What?
Did you just pee pee? Good job.
What? We're talking about bats, Mook.
Yeah. No, there's some giant bats, dude. But it's the friendly ones that are giant.
You got bats?
Yeah, they're fine. You took them out before you left, so they should still be good.
I'm sure there's some near here. There's some
Flying
in Greece.
foxes?
Not the well, I mean, I'm sure they're fruit bats. They're not vampire bats.
Well,
Or
yeah.
they probably eat like insects.
Flying foxes, I believe, are pretty much
Oh, those are fruit
vegetables.
bats.
Yeah,
Those are like tropical.
Yeah.
fruit bats and
Oh.
insects, I think.
Those are
They're
like
I
all
thought you
down
meant the ones in
Australia.
Greece.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know.
The ones in the town of Greece probably eat like insects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little eastern brown bat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I made a bat
Vampire
house.
bat.
Like maybe
Those are
4
more like
years
rural,
ago.
aren't they?
Bugs?
Vampire bats.
Like Mexico area. They like to eat
those are also like
Cattle, yeah,
tropical.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Jake, that book though,
Oh,
I
Dracula.
like could not put it down, man. It was so good.
I know. It was surprising how good that shit was.
Okay, so going into it, what I
thought-
expected was a very like old Englishy,
Mhm.
toned down old theme of like horror
No.
writing.
I
And then
know.
it wasn't that at all. It was like really like action packed, like mystery monster hunting. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
It was
I
really
just
good.
loved it. It was awesome. I
I'm
just
very proud of
expected
you.
it to be kind of bland and like old, like really
old-
toned down because it was, it's pre 20th century. All that shit was really
Mhm.
reserved, and it just wasn't.
No.
Were you reading Bram Stoker?
Yeah. Dude, it was so good.
I know.
was surprised by it.
I was
One of my new
amazed at how good it was too.
One of my new favorites for sure.
Yeah.
I guess it was the translation into like Norwegian. People didn't realize for a while that they made it more of like a monster romance novel.
Jeez.
It was a lot more like
Okay.
Well,
All right.
yeah, I mean, in a sense, it is, but like,
Vampires were always like romanticized.
well, they
Yeah.
are in the book too, but like,
Yeah.
Very much.
but you could take Jonathan and Mina's relationship and use that as like a love story written
Maybe,
into
yeah.
a monster romance. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Like from what already exists in the story.
Yeah.
I could see them mixing that up in
Yeah, I don't-
translation
Yeah.
and losing
Mhm.
focus.
Getting way too into it. It gets
All
dark real soon in Norway.
Oh, jeez.
They're, get,
Okay.
they're getting excited.
All right. Are you guys cool if we? I'm not going to bother loading up the battle mat this time because there's literally one enemy to 5 of you guys.
Yeah, we're all just gonna stand around and beat up.
Yeah. Sorry about that. So Winter Moon just rushes in, stabs. Stubbs, you got your healing.
Yes.
You expended as many hit dice as you wanted.
Yeah. I'm up to 21.
And
out
did
of
you
30.
get your D6s? Because there was a Song of Rest in there, so you should have
Right.
gotten 1d6 for every hit dice you expended as well.
I don't think that it. I rolled it on the app, and I don't think it, or on the D&D Beyond, and it doesn't.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
plus
it
one.
doesn't
Hold on.
it doesn't factor in the Song of Rest. So how many hit dice did you use?
Just one.
Okay, roll a d6 and add that heal that
Yep.
much.
Just did. Got it.
Oh, super. All right.
I rolled a 1.
Woohoo! Hey, every point counts. Muktakus,
Exactly.
you're up.
Every little bit helps.
Muktakus, you're up.
Yeah, baby.
All right. So I don't really need to move or anything, obviously. So, I will hit with my my enchanted weapon or my cursed weapon.
Okay.
Just slice right at this thing. She said
Oh.
we're going for it, so I'm going for it. I'm armed up. My new gear from Stubbs. So let's swing. Alright. Bang. So I rolled a 6 plus 7, 11.
11 is just barely not enough to hit. Its AC is 12.
Darn.
Let's
Oh wait,
see.
do you count initiative? Or no, that was for... We already did that. Sorry.
Yes. All right. So you try to take a swipe, and this thing like the tongue like whips out and parries your blade off to the side, and takes no damage. Saber, you're up.
All right, I'm just gonna go right into it and can't do anything but just smack it.
Okay.
Take my spin with the rapier, and it's a 19 plus
19
5, 24.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Nice.
Right. And 4 damage.
4 damage total.
And I'll use my field to bash at it as well.
Okay.
Where'd my shit go? So 7 plus 4 is 11.
That just barely misses.
Right. That's my turn.
All right. So as you guys are bashing in on this, it's gonna take a couple of swipes at Winter Moon since she's the one who initiated this stabby fest. And
Good.
that's going to be, I believe that was a natural 16 and a natural 18. Those are both going to hit. Another D8.
Come as a bitch, ain't it?
18 plus.
Hope
That's
the bear
18
find
plus
out.
6. That is.
Oh, the bear's a mimic. Oh, God, mimic bear.
Uh-oh.
All right. That is 24 damage that she just took. And
Ooh.
she is just barely standing. She goes, as as the tongue whips out and just like smacks her across the face, and then he bites down, and you see like these acid staining teeth marks go against her, and she's like, "Yep, that's bad."
They shouldn't have stabbed it.
Kibley, it's your turn with Stubbs on deck.
Well, the only actual offensive thing that I could do to it is, I'm not gonna get close to it, so I'm going to stand back. I needed to do a Wisdom 14 save for Vicious Mockery.
And how do you mock it? Oh shit, 4. Okay.
I
Yep.
say something in Elvish about arrogant elves. But I do roll a 4, so that is max Vicious Mockery damage, and its next attack will be at disadvantage on the next attack roll before the end. Yeah.
Okay.
Goodness.
Anything
And
else on your turn?
that's really all I can actually do because I have no other resources that are not usable. So I'm just trying to stay back, and I try and if I can take a RP action, I would just say something like, I don't know. I'm sure everybody witnessed it, but I'd still do the thing where I'm like, "Hey, got her," or just something along the lines like that. I don't know. No, I don't know. Whatever. That's my turn.
Fair, fair enough. Okay. So yeah. So it just like bursts at the seams as it looks like it's in significant pain as you spill insults at it. Stubbs, you're up, my friend.
A rat. Well, I don't really want to get close to it either. So I'm gonna go and throw a hand axe at it.
Okay.
So I'll do my d20. Alright, just rolled an 11. So then plus strength and proficiency would be 16.
Okay, that hits.
And alright, 1d6 plus 3. Alright, 4. So 7. 7
Okay.
damage.
All right. So you lodge this hand axe right into it as it just and just it keeps looking like it's ready to keep going. Anything else on your turn?
No, sir. That's all I
Okay.
got.
All right. And Winter Moon is going to roll a 23, I believe. 23 as your blade lights up again and she goes to stab this pseudopod, this mimic, and is going to 11, 2. It's going to do 13 points of damage as she does that. And then she is going to bonus action phase step 30 feet away. And yeah, and the mimic is going to become frightened of her. So she's standing behind you guys now, but the mimic has to face you guys. Like, to face you guys is going to be in line of sight with her, so the mimic will now have disadvantage on all attacks trying to attack you guys, if I remember the frightened condition appropriately. Let me just double check.
Mm.
Yeah, has disadvantage on ability to attacks when the source of the fear is within eyesight. And the creature can't willingly move
Yeah.
towards them. So yeah, so that thing is now frightened. Alrighty, that puts us to the top of the round. Wrong thingy. There we go. Muktishius, you're up.
Okay, so it's at disadvantage against us, correct?
Attacking you, yes. Which
Are
I
we
think you
like
already had
behind
that.
it?
What was that?
Are we behind it? Like,
You're
do
standing
we
in
have
front of it.
Oh,
Like like if the chest were to be sitting in front of you to open, but instead of opening and showing treasure, there's a mouth.
I have nightmares like that sometimes.
alright.
Wow.
Anyways.
You know what? I am gonna take another. Can I repeat the same action from the last round? Like take a swing with my
Yeah,
All right, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
do it to it.
So I'm going to swing again.
Let's say you
So
have
I'm being
advantage because I'm sure you guys would be flanking.
Yeah, I guess that's why I was asking if I was behind it. Like,
Yeah, maybe.
is one of us? Can we get an advantage on this thing? Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh God. First
You,
one was 1.
you have to
And a
move to
6.
flanking position.
God damn it, dude. Okay. 11. Dude, you
11.
gotta be kidding me.
Did you add in your modifiers?
I get a +7,
Yes.
right? Or anything else?
Nope, just your +7.
Yeah, just my yeah, modifier. Yeah.
Hey.
I rolled a natural 6 for my higher one.
Wait, a natural 6 for your higher one, +7 is 13.
13.
Oh my God, basic math.
Yeah, so you hit. You do hit.
I know.
Thank
It's
God.
hard sometimes, man.
Oh yeah. It is hard sometimes. Okay, so I do hit that one. Cool. Okay.
So 2d8 +4. Or 5 +5 is your modifier now.
Is it 2d8 or is it the
A d8 slashing and a d8 for fire.
Oh, I thought it was a d10.
D10 if you're double hand using 2 hands for your sword, but you can't hold your shield at the same time as.
Okay. So 2d8s. And that is this one. Okay. Alright, 2 on the first. +5 is 7. 2 on the second plus. Is it +5 again?
Nope.
Okay.
So 9 total.
That is correct.
All right. This thing is starting to look quite bloodied. Like it's starting to spurt out this nice purple ooze from it.
I like the ooze.
Ooh. Ah.
Someone please finish it off.
Oh man. So on that note, Saber, you're up.
I see how it acted, and I shouted at the Bahamut curse you when I cast Vow of Enmity, and I have
Okay.
advantage on him. And I got a natural 19 and a natural 20.
Nice.
Just rolled at me.
Okay.
Um, um,
So
so
so you,
that's 2d8.
well, you roll 1d8 and then you double it and then add your
And double.
modifier.
Rolled an 8.
So
It's
6.
16 plus 3, 19.
Okay.
Plus 5 lightning damage. So 24.
And that is how you save your butts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mommy.
It is still alive,
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
but just
Um,
barely.
yeah, that's all I can do.
Do you have a bonus action?
It was the cast Vow of Enmity.
Gotcha. Okay. So it is going to turn and it's going to try and attack you, but it is going to do so at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
And that was good because one of those was a natural 20, but instead I'm using the 8. So 13 is not going to hit you.
Do
Nice.
And the second one is a 17 plus 5, so that is going to hit you.
for sure.
Sorry. He bites down on you, and you take 8 points of piercing damage and 3 points of acid damage.
Okay, total of 11.
Yes, total of 11.
Equally no play.
And that's it for his turn. Kibley, you are up.
So Wintermoon is still within line. Like she hasn't taken her turn yet. So she's still within the line of sight.
Yes,
How bloodied? How bad is this thing looking?
very bloodied, very bad.
Can I maneuver to get around behind it, like directly behind it?
Yeah, you can.
All right, then I'd like to do that, and I'm gonna go at it with the rapier because that's going to be probably the better option.
All right, attack at advantage. Oh, yeah,
21 is the
Dude,
one that
nice.
hits.
that hits.
So I dash around behind it and I give it a good stab for 9 total damage.
How do you do this, Kibley?
And that's the second time that I've done that and got the KO.
Yeah.
Not a KO, by the way. I'm not trying to non-lethal a fucking mimic.
Caught him at the hinges.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I go
God.
behind and I take a sweep with the rapier, even though rapiers are not slicing swords.
Right.
Just you do it. No, you do it so precisely. It's like just at the tip, just where it's nice and sharp.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Unscrew
So
the
I go
hinges with
behind
the
it and I
rapier.
give it.
Nice. You do so, and like like you're like you're slicing open a clam or an oyster. You sever it open and like you cut and it just and you see like all of the disgusting bits gurgle up and all of a sudden it just like rocks back and forth and just tips over and like the flesh peels away, like the tongue and everything peels away, and a nice little treasure just dumps out across.
So, shall we split it 4 ways and bind the woman?
And she
I would-
pushes back past you. While she's pushing past, um, Saber, you took a
Is
hit.
she running out the door, or is she? What do you mean she's pushing past? Is she like
She's
running
pushing
past, or is
past
she
to
running
get
towards?
the Saber 7 points of healing to you.
Oh, very nice.
She casts Cure Wounds on you, and she goes over and she grabs a blue sapphire gem.
Can
And
I? Can I try and grab the thing she's going for first?
sure, roll sleight of hands.
16.
Oh shit.
There it is, 19.
Oh.
And she just looks at you. My boss needs this for research.
What exactly is he researching?
Academic purposes, he
I was planning on handing that to you, but I was going to give you a bit of a talking to about running at treasure chests that can bite you in half, which are still in one piece, by the way.
Yes, I know. And you've all proven that you're capable bodies, so what is it? Distilbin? All of us? Is it,
I thought you were heading towards a mob.
I think at this point, the closest port to get off of these wretched seas to get my treasure back to my boss would be the most prudent standpoint. We could even go a little bit more west, I believe, and we could. And you all notice, by the way, as she starts talking like this, you see there's a map very close by, like down below where they have a map that's like marked off some locations where they may or may not have been going.
Well, that's all fine and good that you think that, but unfortunately, we still have to meet up with our additional crew back in Stillben. Pirates would be a little mad if we chose not to do that, by the way. So you can leave in Stillben if you'd like.
What do you plan? Is it a pirate's life for you? Or what's your purpose here?
So long story.
We have time.
Very true. Plus 0 intelligence, so so my excuse.
Um,
I don't quite know.
I would just tell her the story of
That's what I was gonna. That's what I was thinking is whether, because I believe, and this is like out of character chatting with you guys, I believe uh, we sort of more or less had to go to Stillben to deliver fish because otherwise the revelry would have been very mad that we didn't do that in addition to escaping or something. Wasn't that the.
Well, weren't we worried that they would be like heavily guarded and whatnot if we went right back to what's his name, Scott?
I thought it was something like we had to go to Stillben to drop off the fish and then return back because otherwise we'd basically be stealing that boat
Yeah.
on top of escaping or something, and then they'd.
It would be
Wasn't it
us
something
against
like
the
that?
revelry.
Yeah,
Like
we were trying to,
the full might.
make as few waves as possible
Oh.
with the revelry.
Yeah.
Oh, so we stole that ship from someone notable.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, fulfilling that contract would not be the worst thing ever.
Got rid of him pretty nicely, though, I might say.
Yeah.
Uh,
A little crazy.
That was
but
great.
yeah, I think we should still head to Stillman.
Agreed. There's the off chance that we can meet up with Agric.
Cool.
So
Right.
here's the offer, saviors.
Oh, that's awesome.
She kicks the chest towards you guys, and in addition to the gold that kind of sifts itself out, you guys see 5 potions of standard healing, potions of healing, and two which present themselves in the form of like a bluish elixir, and then there are 2 vials of a reddish elixir that are potions of fire breathing.
Oh,
Ooh.
before we do that, Stubbs,
Yes.
that 15 gold from the pirate captain, I just gave all that to you. I didn't take any of it, so I didn't know if you wanted to just hold on to it yourself or if you wanted to give it to everybody. So, I mean, listen,
Yeah, I mean,
they weren't awake if you keep it all in your pocket. I mean,
that's very
not
true.
saying there was a character last campaign that pulled something like that, but
I mean, yeah, they were kind of unconscious, if you know
yeah,
what I mean.
I just wanted to throw that out to you, whether it just make sure it doesn't go to waste for
Yeah,
accountability.
I'd say I would just split it with you, because we were the awake ones going around.
Yeah, if that's the case, then you just hold on to it. I'm not too worried
Okay.
about $15.
All right, sounds good. I'll buy you an ale.
So, can any of you operate this vessel?
I can a little bit.
Okay,
It's better
get
than
us
me.
get us there in one piece. Get us there in one
Do my
piece.
best.
And do whatever business you have of your own. But if you're willing to accompany me for some diplomatic
Why are we doing this?
correspondence, because I'm asking you, and if you shut up long enough, I'd let you know. Bards.
Like her.
Money. Money is why you would be doing it.
I'm unimpressed.
How much money?
I'll let you know once you're ready to listen. But as of right now, it sounds like you guys are unimpressed.
Could this employer potentially have other contracts?
As long as we can deliver what he wishes to have delivered to him, yes. He's a bit of an
Well,
academic. He researches things greatly and has some financial backing to go with it. So,
You mean like of
what kind of research is this?
yeah, like
Research on
looking for ancient
pizza? We
artifacts?
can deliver
he
pizza.
he is a studier of the arcane arts and
Hmm,
wishes wishes to gain amass as much arcane as well as academic knowledge as possible.
I see.
Ghibli, you don't look impressed.
No, money is meaningless to me. Money comes and goes.
What? What do you
I'm
see?
a little more interested in not having a giant group of pirates come and track us down for whatever it is that they think we did to them.
I'm here to rid the world of evil.
So it's like I, how do I how do I word this? It kind of sounds like Wintermoon is telling us to ignore what we were doing before and go and do her quest, or the thing that we started out doing, which I guess realistically as a player we can do either one. I'm just sort of like I'm
Was
I'm
she not
not fully
insisting we go to
sold.
Stilben?
I
I thought she wanted us to go somewhere else, like, or maybe I'm totally not understand, or maybe I'm totally like
I thought we were going to Stilben first.
I thought we were going to Stilben as well. So Winter is asking us to not go to Stilben. Just
No,
to
I'm
clarify,
asking.
I feel like I might have missed it.
I'm. She's asking you to go to Stilben, and she's offering
Uh-huh.
you a job beyond your arrival at Stilben.
Yeah. So wouldn't
Okay.
wouldn't
okay.
delivering the ship to Stilben complete said contract and hopefully we'll be off the radar of,
In
or am I
the
misunderstanding?
for the first part, and then having
Right.
she's offering us a job afterwards.
Right.
You're on.
What?
You guys are on a completely different ship right now. The
Right.
ship that the
And
ship that would have the
Agaric.
bounty that you guys, yeah, is with Agaric.
Yes, we're out from the revelry, aside from whatever
Mm,
Scott had planned for us.
So we are free of that then?
Of that fish contract, yeah.
but I don't.
Are we still
Well,
pursued by anyone?
We don't know. What is
and who
how
knows
are you
if
at
they'll.
gathering information, Wintermoon?
Ooh,
What was that? Gathering information?
Yes. We were taken by the revelry for some reason, and we'd like to find out why and who, and I want to get my vengeance.
I believe she had something to do with that.
Um, I can work on gathering some information, some intelligence, if you will.
I mean, for me, that would satisfy my needs. Right now, we're kind of at the end of our ropes, loose ends. We have stuff we need to do, but we don't know where to go.
How about this? If you can, hmm, let me phrase this the most appropriate way possible. And by that, I mean I, as the DM, need to actually think before I blurt out some random shit to you guys and have it not make sense. Okay, I got it. How about this? Get me to Stillben safely. That treasure chest with its contents is yours. And I may know someone who can assist you in research.
You may.
I may.
And what?
That's more than we have to work with at present.
And if I can talk, if you can see me through whatever diplomatic matters I have within Stillben, I think I can pay you even more handsomely, and we can maybe look at some more consistent income for you all, for a bunch of kidnapped and displaced would-be pirate crew.
Couldn't hurt.
Apologize if that is an over
Pirate
egregious
crew.
assumption.
Yeah, I don't think that would hurt at all.
I believe we just freed you from the pirates and you attacked a mimic, but sure, it's us, we're the pirates.
Well, I mean, you did just steal a ship, even though the ship was stolen, assumedly beforehand. It does just because
How
you
would you?
stole it from a stolen ship
That
doesn't
means it's
make you
ours.
guys.
How would you
We
know
were
this boat was
assuaged.
stolen?
Oh,
Yes,
I'm
we were
really just
assuaged.
guessing.
We were forced upon.
I'm really just guessing. I'm making it up all as I go, except for the fact that I do have contacts who can both pay you handsomely within Stillben and that part. But as far as this ship being stolen, yeah, I'm just
Do,
guessing.
do we have any other leads?
I think we would all look to Saber for that.
Not as far as I know.
Boat wise.
To Stillben?
Yeah. I can try to get us to Stilton, yes.
Can we eat the last crew member?
Mm.
I'm sorry, what?
You
I say
wanted to
that.
use him
I
as an
say that
anchor.
in
You wanted to
character.
use him
I'm
as an
sorry,
anchor,
what?
and now.
That was advanced interrogation tactics. What? I didn't realize. Geez, are all elves cannibals?
Well,
What? Not necessarily, because I mean, he is a human.
sorry. I have a dirty sense of humor. But we could say that in front of him just to scare the shit out of him. Maybe we'll get more information.
Ah, Mook. I knew there was a reason I liked you.
What about his legs? He doesn't need them.
Yeah, we could eat them in front of him, and then ask him
All right.
if he can get us where we need to go.
I feel we're going a bit over the line on across all of this. But I say that like through laughter, like.
All right. We'll leave him be.
All right. Well, I mean, regardless, we all have to go to Stillben anyway.
Stillben.
So.
Stillben it is. And Saber believes he can get us there, so.
Okay.
And I believe in Saber.
And
Do my
I
best.
come up with a very grandiose title for you, like Captain Saber Aegis of the third Regiment of Bahamut. I I hereby grant you captainship of this vessel.
All right. see what kind of crew we can make out of you, sorry lot.
I'll be taking the best cabin, by the way.
And I pose there with my hands on my hips, thinking I'm all tough in the armor Jake gave me that totally doesn't fit at all because I'm like scrawny. And I'm just like, yeah, Bahamut. And I smash the front of it with my chest, and then I like wave my hand because I heard it. Smashing my own chest. Yeah, that's me.
Tom, how big is this boat? Is this like is there more of it to explore? Is there like what?
No,
I think that's kind of my
Alright,
next
So we
thought
just hit up
process.
still, and then
yeah.
we just take the ride, eh?
This boat does have significant rations and stuff, by the way, for
Okay,
you
so we won't have
guys.
to eat that guy.
I mean, you can. Hey.
No, I was worried about not having enough food, and that's where it started.
Having enough food, it's 2 days, man.
Oh, all right.
You're gonna have to resort to cannibalism for like 2 days, right?
I'm starving.
I have a large appetite. Okay, continue.
And it's going to be an extra day, unfortunately, because the ship is moving a bit
Because
slower.
we're slower.
Well, I mean, the crew was originally 8 or 9 people, so we've got like
Yeah,
half of that now. So I'm sure that's probably helping.
And most of you
Yeah.
are untrained.
Fair enough.
Most of us are what? Sorry, Jake.
Untrained. You have no
Oh,
idea.
I was referring to the rations and the food stock thing where
Yeah.
there was a
Alright.
number, twice the
Well,
number. But
okay.
yeah, that's a good point.
All right.
But yeah.
Back on topic. Alright. I keep distracting us. Sorry.
It's all good.
Looks like meat's back on our menu, boys.
So, what are you guys doing with the last pirate?
I'm not saying nothing.
It's better that way.
I'm not really sure what or how much I can do with this one because I mean, I guess, is there any way we can put him to work?
That's what I was
Actually,
wondering too.
May I ask him? May I show him the weapon and see if he recognizes it?
Oh.
I probably won't really get
Your
it now,
your hex blade.
yeah. I don't know. It might
'Cause
just be more of
otherwise-
the same lore, but
Otherwise, I was just gonna say, hey, did you lead us into a?
nada.
Oh, I'm sorry. Natural 1. I am not showing that well. So yeah, the dumbass continues to be the dumbass.
Okay.
It's scary.
Jesus, he really is useful. Useless. Sorry.
I would use like a sarcastic thing, but
He's more useless than my dyslexia.
Oh.
I don't know what to do with them.
So
It's another mouth to feed.
yeah,
Okay.
that and he kind of tried to lead us into that mimic.
Also tried to kill us.
Also,
He
'cause
was
he
with
was-
the crew that tried to take the original ship
he
that we
was like,
ultimately fought from.
yeah. I was gonna say just because he was talking to me and Kibley about, hey, I'll share the treasure with you down below, and then it turned out to be a mimic. So,
I mean, we've got a tied up pirate. Sure, he was trying to feed us to a mimic, but I mean,
Jesus Christ, what the hell?
I don't know if we could just execute him or something. That feels a little too unheroic. Don't you guys agree? I don't know. Let's
What about your anchor idea?
Oh, the anchor idea wasn't a bad one though.
It would take quite the hero to stop a ship like this.
You ever heard of keel hauling?
You ever heard of Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
He stopped a train in New York City.
Send me pictures of Spider-Man.
These are pictures of the bound up pirate.
Pictures of Spider-Man.
We
Yeah, I
could
don't
threaten
know
to
what they
keel
do.
haul him. That's like the worst.
Yeah.
What was
Is-
keel haul?
You
So
drag
they
him
would
onto
like,
the boat.
yeah, they would like tie you up, throw you over the front, drag you underneath the boat,
Ooh.
and yeah, there's always like barnacles and mussels and things on the
Yeah.
bottoms
That's
of
pretty
ships.
shitty.
So that sucked.
Alright, so
Um,
anyway, what should we do with him?
as much as I'm enjoying just being teasing and having a laugh out of this, I'm not 100% wanting to just straight up murder this guy. I think like
Well, yeah.
Well, they
maybe
didn't always die.
well, I'm sure yeah, that's a good point. But I'm thinking maybe like when we get to a vaguely reasonable distance from shore, we can untie him and kick him overboard, or we can something like that. I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't quite want to just.
should we have enough rations to keep him alive at the very least?
We should, right? There was enough. There should have been enough for 8
Then
people.
let's do
8
it.
people with us. Yeah.
Alright, fine, yeah. I'm on board.
Okay. Saber, do you think could you put him to work if we untied him? I mean, I'm sure we'd give him a good threatening of like, you're not gonna kill him, you're not gonna attack anybody. You're a little outnumbered at this point.
Even if he tried.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if as long as we have
Got him.
someone watching him and not
Right.
doing anything too crucial, it should
Winter,
be
do you want to take this guy with you? We don't want him.
Yeah, you
I don't
want to
know.
babysit him?
If he
I don't know
mouths
if we
off,
want to send 2 people that we don't really trust.
Yeah.
if he
It's just
mouths
around
off, I
shit.
kill him.
Sounds fair.
Okay.
He did have her tied up before.
Okay,
fair
so
enough.
the elf
I'm
is.
okay with that.
So it sounds to me, Grunk, Garlic.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Garlic. It sounds to me like your mission here is to keep our elf girl over there
From killing you.
happy. So she's your boss now. You're her problem.
That bitch.
Yep, that one.
I would
Smack him in the
imagine.
back of the head with my shield.
I would imagine immediately after that, like the 4 of us do that. Ooh, like where everybody's ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, that's the one.
He said,
Ooh.
I said,
Oh shit. Okay, he's
Those-
Wintermoon's
Alright.
problem because I don't have I don't actually want to like secretly I don't actually want to just, straight up murder this guy, but
Well, yeah.
So-
if Wintermoon does it, I'm not going to stop her because that's her thing, but
We're
I'm
not
I,
murdering unarmed men.
So
yeah.
so she walks over to. She's looking off the front of the ship and starting to look at some stuff, and you see him like walk up behind her, just out of earshot of you guys, and you see his mouth move, and her hand moves excessively fast, and then he just stops in his tracks. And after a couple of seconds, you see his head at the neckline just peel back, and like this green flame just like kind of bursts forth, and his head topples back, and his body just falls into the water.
Okay, well I just shout, "You're
Well,
cleaning that up."
I guess our hands
Well, that
He
wasn't good.
He fell into the water.
He did?
He got blood all over Captain Saber Aegis's deck.
His neck hole caught on fire.
It'll get scripted.
Exactly. He had flammable blood. It's not good to be around that.
I heard about that. My cousin Terry once had that happen to him. Was in the bathroom for weeks.
Too much to drink.
I like how I didn't even have to roll a deception check for you, Stubbs. You just went with your you just rolled with your believing her lie.
I'm just like, oh yeah, that's real.
That sucks.
That stuff blows.
Oh. Sorry.
Alrighty. So the next few days go by. Everyone, through one way or another, mark off a long rest for your characters, please.
All right.
And I put the loot that was in the chest in the loot thing, so you guys can distribute it amongst yourselves as you see fit. And I just wanted to say one thing. Oh, yeah.
No, go ahead.
Oh, just a mechanic I wanted to review for my personal games. With potions of healing of any sorts. This is a basic one, but with the greater and all of those. If you take a full action to take a potion of healing, whatever the maximum amount of healing that you could get from it, you get. So if you blow your entire action on a turn to take a potion of healing, the maximum you can get is 10 HP back. So you just get that. If you take it as a bonus action, you have to then roll for it. So for a standard healing potion, it's 2d4 plus 2. So if you did it as a bonus action to get your most, to be able to still use your action to attack or whatever it is you want to do on top of that, then you're going to have to roll because it's more of a quicker haphazard chug of the potion rather than, chugging for the full 6 seconds to make sure you get every drop of it out. If that makes sense.
And that was sorry, just 2D what's?
2d4
2D4
plus
Excellent.
2.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, plus 2. All right.
Yeah.
Can you also just mention
Love
the
that. Thank
throwing
you.
rule too?
Oh yeah, you can throw you can throw a potion at someone as an action, and you'll have to roll for the healing.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can just throw your potion at someone.
Yeah, take this.
You're gonna heal and you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
Are you guys taking those?
There's 5 of them, so we can each take one, right?
I was
Yeah.
going to ask, so I would sassily ask Winter whether she is taking any part of this 500 gold here, even though she said she was offering it to us. I would ask if that is.
I have
Fair question.
no, thank you. I have no need at the moment. I will be compensated by my employer when we arrive back in Amman.
What about your necklace? Oh, but yeah, never mind. I saw, yeah, because Kipley was gonna take it and then give it to her, but
That was
anyways.
basically my thought process in my head was going to be that thing where if she was reaching for it, I stop and I grab it first, and then I give her a finger wag, and then just hand it to her, kind of thing,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
That was what my. That was.
I remember the necklace, and then I forgot about that part. Sorry.
Can't hurt to review.
Like I said, intelligence plus 0.
All right. So are we still worrying about the treasure, or are we just trying to figure out what to do?
Well, if Wintermoon's not taking it, it's what, 500, so...
It'd be 125 apiece.
Each,
Mhm.
yeah.
Ooh!
Yeah, I'll take my 25% of this one for the moment. And then if you want to do at least one potion of healing to each particular person, because that's always a nice little, that's always very handy to have people with a potion, because the
Yeah.
throwing mechanic is like my favorite thing.
So should we
For
add
sure.
that ourselves, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I clicked on the gold thing. Do I just type in the number and then hit add?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Sorry, Tom.
that's good. And then the item, manage
Inventory. Yep, manage inventory
and then potion.
of healing.
Whoa. Okay.
Healing. Should I add greater?
Nope.
No,
Just
it just should say
Um,
potion of healing.
um, maybe I did something wrong, but the only ones that show up, it says potion of healing,
yep. That's
greater,
the
potion
one.
of healing. Oh, that
Potion
is
of
that one?
healing. Yep.
It has greater in parentheses though. Is that?
Uh,
There is if you go to start on the inventory one, and then over on like kind of the right, click manage inventory,
Yeah.
and
If you
then
type in potion of, it's the third one down in black red
yeah, I was gonna say
writing.
it's not
Okay.
colored, it's just like black.
Hmm.
You got it?
No.
are there any of the boxes checked off? Because it's a common item and it's not magical. So we don't want any of those searches filters.
No, none of them are clicked.
Okay. I added it to your inventory. Refresh.
Okay. That's weird. I don't know why. Thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, that. Yeah, that was not an option. Okay.
Alrighty. So,
Hey, nice.
all right. So you guys are all good to go. You guys have your inventory distributed. There's also those two potions of fire breath. Um,
I I will pass on those.
okay.
I'll take
How
one.
exactly do those work?
I'll take one just to at least hold on to.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I can take the other. Just frontline fighters just take a quick potion and
Yeah.
So, you guys.
Black breath. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
All right. So the next day goes by, and relatively uneventful. Saber, can I get a survival check at advantage because you're pretty much using the compass to keep you on track?
11.
11. Good enough. All you have to do is make sure you're still headed northwest. So, is there anything anyone wants to do? Any conversations that anyone wants to have throughout the day? Or is this a relatively uneventful day for you guys?
Conversations?
Like, is there anything you guys want to talk amongst yourselves about? Anything that anyone wants to discuss?
I think I would bring up how it was weird that our new friend, Winter, just kind of like did a whole bunch of weird stuff with her hand and then he burst into flames out of his neck hole. That wasn't how I remembered Cousin Terry having his blood fire.
Should we ask her about her abilities?
Yeah,
She
she's an unknown.
she claims to be one thing, but she seems like there's more depth to her, at least from
Yeah,
what
she's
I
saying she's a secretary
Yeah, a secretary. I've never seen a secretary's hands move like that.
of
Even with
flame
pen in
neck
hand.
bursting.
So,
I think we need to question her.
okay.
I agree.
So you guys, do all of you guys go, or is what is the breakdown of who goes to find her or to question her?
Trying to think of which skills would be useful in this type of situation.
Well, it's not a particularly big ship, so I wouldn't exactly. I don't know if I would go and walk over to be part of the conversation, but I would be near enough by to eavesdrop.
And can you use your earring of message to like listen in, like
Oh yeah.
eavesdrop from afar? Is it,
Yeah, because you can send messages
I don't
back
know
to him, right?
if there's anything that
Privately.
can do like that.
So let me read the
There's
message
other
real quick.
things
I'm
that
pretty sure it's
it could
just
work.
for like communicating, but let me read it.
Right.
It is.
Real quick. Yeah, I was gonna say it's more or less to like it's like a walkie-talkie sort of thing. It's not
Okay.
necessarily
I didn't know if it was like a hey, I'm gonna you know like point over someone. I'm gonna listen to you.
yeah. The
Oh, but
target
then
and only the target
would
hears
hear
the
it.
message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. So it's basically like a short
Right.
range little walkie-talkie sort of thing. It's,
Okay. Because I keep thinking about that with a lot of these things. I'm like, I don't know if that'll work for this, but all right.
So who of you are all of you guys heading over to talk to her?
I believe you said you're keeping a distance.
I mean, it's a small boat. I'm like nearby, but I'm doing
Well,
that thing where
fully
you're kind of
engaged.
like acting like you're there, you're in the kitchen, but you're not like actively part of the conversation
Cooking.
exactly. But you're there.
She's down below. She's at a desk, like actively writing stuff out. Is there something I can help you all with?
It's not often we see a desk clerk who can sever the head of a man in the flash of an eye. Do you care to explain?
Which part?
All of the above. How
Well,
is it that you possess such power?
and she pulls one of her daggers the off of the desk and holds it up. I think you and I have similar means, but also different means at the same time. And you see her flame get coated in this green fire that kind of waves up that she then just snuffs out.
Do you mean to tell me you have a weapon bound to you as well?
Oh, no, no, no. No, my powers were gifted to me by a powerful being known as the Traveler.
A traveler.
Yes.
Did your employer lead you to this traveler?
No, the Traveler found me. I started out with a very different skill set, but they kind of complement each other a bit.
What sort of skill set are we talking about?
And as you guys were distributing the gold, you were kind of like flicking a piece of gold between your fingers, like, just doing the up and down, like flicking it and letting it rotate. And all of a sudden you go to flick it and you realize that there's nothing moving in front of your head when you go to flick it that last time. And you see her between her fingers, your gold piece. Some of my magic is divine, some is in the wrist. And she just sends it right back to you.
If we were to meet with your employer and maybe take on other contracts, would you be willing to accompany us? If we agree to other contracts.
Well, it's either that or I go back to living in an office. So, well, not living in the office, it just, kind of feels that way. So, I've got nothing else going on. Sure, why not?
Of course, we'd like to meet with your employer first. Maybe speak amongst ourselves.
I respect that. We agree upon the Stilbin terms. You just
So
simply have
then,
to get me to the port of Stilbin. The treasure is yours. I assume it looks like you've already distributed that treasure amongst yourselves, so I'm just going to assume that you guys agree to at least get me as far as Stilbin.
I believe we've settled on that much. Gentlemen?
Yes.
We have no formal contract, no actual attachments. We are simply bound by coin at this point, and once we get
Circumstance.
to and once we get to Stilbin, you will have the option. You can either walk away, and I will go my separate way, and you can do whatever it is that you're going to do with this filthy ship. By the way, there's blood stains on the deck. Or If the terms are right, we'll see what else we can do to keep you willfully employed.
Saber, Stubbs, have you any questions for her?
Who is your employer? Who is this mysterious employer?
Oh, you're not from Teldoria, are you?
Not originally, no.
Oh, fair enough. Uh, he's a bit of a talkative academic. He is how should we phrase it? A bit of an arrogant dragonborn. Goes by the name of Nazem.
I'm playing my instrument and I like do the really dramatic twang like you know like when you hear
The
something
record
shocking.
skip, like
Yeah, like that.
Oh, what? Bang! What? Who?
He's under permanent employ of the Alabaster Lyceum, uh, head of the curation of arcane artifacts, and he has curious things that he enjoys the study of, preservation, and thereafter display of.
So you work for a museum
He's a
curator?
collector.
A museum of sorts. It's the Alabaster Lyceum the is the
It's a school.
Hmm.
you know of it. You know of the Alabaster Lyceum.
No, it's a bit of a famous place. It's I mean, there's lots of famous places. It's a very famous learning institution for academics. It's hard not
Ah,
to know about such places like that.
it's like the Harvard of schools.
Interesting.
So it's yes.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Continue.
So the question of sorts then becomes: are we checking in at Stilben just for the sake of checking in at Stilben, or are we going to go a few days journey, and go straight to Amon? My point person would appreciate me checking in at Stilben so they know I'm still alive, as everyone else I was with is dead. But also, I don't doubt they would mind if I just showed up at the Alabaster Lyceum with the requested treasure.
We're not even at the town yet, lady. Called your horses.
Yeah, let's see how Stillben goes first.
Right.
Yeah, at least you can send word that you're safe once we reach Stilben.
How are you gonna send word? We're out here on the same boat that you are.
Once we reach Stilben.
Oh, I thought she was saying she was gonna.
That
I
was her
thought she was
intention.
gonna send word. Like, how's she
No.
gonna do that?
Once we reach Stilben, she mentioned she could send word that she's safe. At the very least, she can do that much. Once we reach Stilben, we can take our time and
Absolutely.
figure out what's there and
Meet up with
reevaluate our plan.
Agarak
Meet
and
up with Agaric.
see why he
Yeah.
didn't come back.
Maybe he knew that we would think this way. Like, oh, he'll they'll all best that crew, being a smaller ship, and then knowing Saber's boating knowledge.
Yes.
So, and being faster than us too, he would probably already just be waiting there for us.
Okay, Stillben?
Head to Stillben. After that, we'll see what happens.
Yep, I would say Stillben. Still been.
All right, still betting it is. The rest of this day goes by without issue. Yes.
Are there like navigation tools and stuff that I could practice with, or just going through all the cabins just to see if there's anything useful for navigating?
Yes, there are navigation tools that you could practice with. There most certainly are.
Yeah, because I can steer the boat. I just never know where I'm going.
Exactly. So, yeah, you start practicing and you start tracing your tools across the map and getting a better and better sense of your capabilities as the day goes on. Stubbs, roll a d20.
D20. 20.
20?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice. No, actually, that is nice. So with that, a nice rush of wind comes in, and you guys start moving significantly faster. It is a clear day into a clear night that is smooth sailing, and there is nothing really to speak of that goes on. You guys are starting to pick up pace, and you guys will arrive the same date that you would have if you were still on the galley. Now, takes that natural 20.
Nice.
Another day goes by. John, roll a d20, please.
18.
Nice.
Not as generous of win, but still very good. And you guys continue on smooth sailing day into night. Now you guys are all in sleeping or in your respective trances while getting a long rest at night. Muctitious. You're in your trance, and sorry about that. Sneeze. Muctitious.
all good.
You feel your heart start racing as you are getting your long rest. You hear the rain start coming in heavy, like there is a large storm coming at the ship. And suddenly the ship just breaks apart, and you find yourself in the middle of the pitch black water. And again, this giant eye opens and stares at you. You are necessary.
Necessary. To what end?
Freedom.
Whose freedom?
The one who gives you the gifts.
Are you referring to yourself?
The next life you take, harvest the eyes. So you'll know I always watch.
And if I don't?
I can make this all go away. Gifts retracted. Others can hunt. Speak of my existence, and you will become the prey.
My lips are sealed. No man shall ever hear of your existence.
Until it's too late. The marks of the dragon. Excuse me. The marks of the dragon are a nice touch. But I need to keep an eye on you.
Marks of the dragon.
And as he says that, you sit up. You sit up out of your trance, gasping for air, as if you're on the verge of drowning. To the point where you're even coughing up water from your lungs.
Okay. I look around and it's rather dark. Are the others around me?
I would say there's not individual quarters on this ship. So yeah, they're around you, they're on their bunk beds and stuff.
Okay. Are any of them waking?
No.
I look around in the dank, musty air of the underside of the ship and notice that most of my comrades are still very much asleep. It is calm. I hear the creak of the wood and the wind outside, waves splashing against the ship. From what I can tell, we're still heading in the same direction, but who knows how good my senses are. I don't know much of navigation, but I convince myself it's okay to fall back asleep. And I roll over.
All right. You all wake up to Saber, exhausted, pulling you guys into harbor.
All right, guys, we're here.
But how did you dock the ship with just yourself?
Praise be Bahamut.
That's a
I
good. That's a good
slam
answer.
my hand on my breastplate again and then shake it off again because I hurt myself again because I'm an idiot.
I dramatically walk off the ship. Very, very dramatically and over enthusiastically, like, finally back on dry land to my adoring crowd at Stillben. And I announce myself to the guests there, or to the people there, to no one in particular at the docks. I'm just being dramatic and happy to be off the fucking boat.
And I would kind of I would take my holy amulet of Bahamut and just kind of like give it a good old smooch. It's kind of in secret.
I don't know if well, I guess it's too late now because we're already off the boat.
What do you want to do before you get off the boat?
Well, I wanted to see if I could ask Wintermoon something in private, and I was tempted to even earring of message her to just call her over or something like that. But since we're off the boat, I guess I could just do it now.
I mean, you could have done it before you guys left the boat.
I suppose, but I wasn't sure. I don't know.
Your choice. You let me know.
Now that we're on land, I might have waited because I have nowhere to dramatically walk away from this conversation. And now that we're on land, I can at least walk away instead of being stuck on a boat.
Okay.
I would get her attention somehow, even if I had to resort to using the earring of message. And I would start by, I would earring of message her, looking right at her, like making full eye contact, just far enough away, and say, how do I want to open that? arrogant is not a word I would use to describe him. And I would just be looking, like, whispering that, but, like, far enough away where I couldn't, like, just far enough away. You know what I mean? Like the very obvious thing where, like, you're standing on the other end and just looking right at her. Like, this was clearly done to get attention and initiate a conversation where she would hopefully walk over here, which she can totally just not do, but that would be
And
improper.
And why do you feel he is not arrogant?
Why are you lying to us, Elf?
First off, I'm an Eladrin. And what am I lying to you about?
If you actually knew him, you would know that arrogant is the last thing that he would be described as.
I guess you would know better than most.
I would, actually.
Well, we can know multiple sides of the same person, I guess.
I don't know why you'd be lying about him. And I would just... No, that's not how I want to close it.
I'm not lying.
Do any of us, like the other three of us, notice Kibble or Winter whispering, like seemingly into nothingness?
Roll perception checks.
Oh, I had kind of intended to, like, just get her attention to, like, call her over so I could have a little conversation with her on the side, like. But I mean, that's fine. You guys can still.
I just didn't know if this was all happening.
No, this wasn't
within the earring.
No, I pretty much just used the earring to get her attention. Like, it was pretty much a deliberate get her attention to come and talk to her kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
But yes,
I don't know if it was a secret thing they really.
No, not necessarily. I just
right.
wanted to accuse her of bullshitting about knowing this person, because I don't see it that way.
All right.
we all have different perceptions of who people are.
Well, let's just say I think I know this person in question a little better than you do, Elf. No, I wouldn't say the Elf part. I would just say I think I know him a little better than you do. And then I would that would kind of be the end of my conversation. I would at that point turn abruptly and go see what nonsense and shenanigans are available in this town.
Kind of whip your tail at her.
Oh, this is going to be an enjoyable ride.
Well,
so
I don't like that.
All right, so we're in Stilben now, right?
Yep, you're in Stilben.
All right, cool.
Fuck is Agarak?
Find it in.
I would think that the first thing that we would do is look around the docks to see if.
Yeah, to see if the boat's there.
If our old galley is there.
So, everyone can roll either an investigation or a perception check as you look for the galley.
All of us?
Natural 20 for
Okay.
23 total.
Yeah, everyone else can just not bother then.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so Kipley afterwards whips his tail
I
and
march indignantly towards this boat.
that that you see that you see you guys do come up and there's Agarac getting like a card punched as the as some people are like boarding the ship and there's like some sort of kind of mechanized uh crane of sorts being like lowered down as people are removing what you guys are assuming are the barrels of fish. Hey,
Agarac, Captain Agarac, and I march right up to him, and I cross my I look all serious for a second, and I go, "What the fuck, man?"
by the time we all woke up, Yeast was gone.
I shouted for you. I told your crew what to do, and I told them to hold that boat in place, and your useless crew didn't hold that boat in place, and they sailed off with us. We had torches going.
I was gonna say we lit torches.
There's days be some stupid pirates. I'm sorry.
That's true, but that's not a good excuse. Did you turn the boat around? Did you go back and look?
Well, like you said, it was an excuse, not a good excuse.
And you thought I was being a jerk for questioning whether they'd actually come back or not.
Yeah, Mook is right. You abandoned us.
Well, you're
After
all
everything I've done for you.
Friends they
That
are.
boat, I gave you that. That's
Yeah.
a token of our friendship.
that was to get even for taking my treasure.
Yes, and the implication was that I would have a nice cozy cabin to sleep in as well for this boat ride.
Were you uncomfortable the rest of your sails?
Yes, of course I was. I had to sleep near that Eladrin, and the dwarf snores.
Yeah, sorry.
It's fine, Stubbs.
No.
He's just mad because I sleep with my clothes on.
What?
Listen, I told you knew that I like to sleep naked sometimes. It wasn't every time, okay?
You don't sleep naked every night.
No, you're right. I don't. But that's not the point. Agarac.
Always sleep in your armor. You never know when there will be a fight.
Exactly.
So he has me his apologies. What would you like me to do to make it up to yees? Do you need transport?
Maybe, but you will owe us in the future, for we will be able to take free transport on your boat whenever we want as crew members.
If we're in the same vicinity, sure.
Can we get
Besides,
that
your
in
crew
writing?
loves me. They know how entertained I keep them.
That's true. And we do make good security.
Can we get
That's
that
true.
in writing?
That's true. I've seen this dwarf punch a man's head clean off.
I've done it. And I'll do it again.
I mean, I know I was with you. I was with you when you did it.
That's right.
Oh yes. Anyways.
So what kind of vessel did you commandeer to get here?
And I just point at it, which is probably docked in the bay next to it. It's in the next parking space.
You know, the one that assuaged us in the night.
Broken down
Were you
Honda Civic
unaware?
right next door.
So,
It wasn't the grandest of accommodations, I'll admit, but I think we made do.
Yeah, we
It's
only
cozier
slept
than
with a
you. It
mimic
was
the first
cozier
night.
than you think. Yeah.
It was.
and
Yeah. Oh, by
and
the way, yeah. Have you ever seen mimic blood? Oh, it's really sticky.
It's
Tastes
uh,
great.
stuck with some of the gold that you
It's-
gave me. It's disgusting.
and at, at this point, a a human, a male human, white skin, brown hair, very standard human looking, comes walking up. I, whose ship is whose ship is the whaling whore?
Listen, kid, we're having a conversation over here. Please don't interrupt.
Wait, why does he care?
Because they haven't paid the fee to dock the boat yet.
Oh, shut up. We'll get to it.
Excuse
Jeez.
me. We are on official diplomatic message here. Boarding docking fees should be directed to our should docking fees are something that diplomats should not be accountable for and need to be directed to our home office post haste.
Oh,
We are
who's
agents
Winter
or something.
Flowers employer? Tell them to forward it that way.
Wait,
We did.
what?
That's right. Our docking fees are covered. You don't need to worry about this boat.
Exactly.
Be on your way now. It's
Who
almost
is
lunchtime.
who is covering
Move
them?
along.
What is the man's name?
Listen, kid. This kid isn't paying attention. What is it with all these sea people that just that it's like they don't pay attention. It's like they don't listen. Agaric, you've seen this too, right? You should have seen the ones that were on our boat.
It was infuriating.
His shoes untied.
I stand. I look right at him and I,
He's got
I
a
look right
stain
at
on his
him
shirt.
and I tell him that our ship is here on official business and that diplomatic through I use all my fancy SAT words and I tell him that the diplomatic messenger here is on official state ordained business that is no and all any and all financial burdens regarded to consequences in docking is hereby null and void.
Roll a deception check.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, okay, 15.
If that
Oh.
fails, can I gaslight him? Be
Uh,
like, are you not gonna believe this man right here?
and which diplomatic mission which diplomat are you supporting?
Kid, listen. Do you know who this is? And I point to Agarac.
No.
See, there's your problem right there. If you knew who you were speaking to right now, you would be terrified and you would not be asking such questions of our esteemed captain, Dread
But
Pirate Captain Agarac of the 12 Seas of Radon.
but he just checked in the Stormbreaker
That
and
is it.
you just brought in the
What is it with
the other boat. So which
what is with
diplomat
these
are
people?
you assisting?
I would lean over to Saber and be like, "Hey, Winter Moon said she was a diplomat of not Nazem.
Is
So,
it?
Yes.
sorry,
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah.
Say his
forgot
name.
the name.
Put it on his tab.
We'll
Put it on his tab.
we put it on the diplomats tab. Nawesome
Oh,
of
oh,
the
oh, so
colostrum
you
finder.
oh for the Alabaster Lyceum. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
Well, welcome back to Teldori. We will get this ship checked in immediately. And where is? Okay, yes, we will get this immediately done. Okay, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I can't believe that works.
I can. He's blasted drunk.
the diplomat.
Or is he just that dumb?
Bureaucracy. That's how it
As he
always works.
as he's filling out his paperwork, walking away, he walks by or walks away, shaking his head. Goes, "Cat's got the tongue."
I like it. I appreciate that.
And as you guys collect yourselves, is there anything else you guys want to discuss with Agaric?
How much longer does he plan on staying?
Oh, we're going to take the better part of a day to collect our things, resupply, and then maybe we're going to go plunder for some booty.
Nice.
Do we know how long Winter Moon is planning to have us in Stillben? Just a day?
You don't actually know that answer to that question because you guys left the terms very open ended.
Yes, we did. Do you think he could hold off for an extra day to make sure, in case we don't need you?
I'm sure that could happen. We could distract him somehow for at least a day.
We could.
But also, why did he abandon us?
We could speak with Wintermoon and then spend time with Agaric tomorrow and question him more if possible. Maybe meet at a local pub or
I
in
do like
gathering
pubs.
hall. Question him there. More level playing field. More witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, no.
Works for me.
Right,
Yeah.
Saber, it seems you have many questions for Wintermoon, so I just want to make sure they're all accounted for.
Where is Winter Moon, by the way?
On the ship?
Is
Or
she
did you wander off?
is she like
Right.
with
Yeah.
us as a group, or?
She's actually doing the paperwork right now with the docksman.
Okay.
So she's still by the ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we probably still have time to just talk to her quick if we really wanted to, right? And then figure something else out.
Yeah, I mean, unless she sails off by herself, which would be a death wish in these waters.
Saber?
Hmm.
Any thoughts, Saber, Kipley?
I mean, that's probably a decent enough. Like we're here in the town, so spend a little time in Stillben because I'm sure there's probably other stuff to do here in the meantime.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
resupply, get things that we might need for if we're gonna.
Might come in handy in the future, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna get back with Agaric, we could find some way to sell the boat, so we don't have to worry about it.
If, but we'd have to convince Agarac that Winter's plight is his.
So let's say if we
And
go with
the
Winter.
crew as well. He has what, 30 plus men?
Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna rally them against?
Well, I mean, remember, those are also our men.
Fair enough.
It's, you know what I mean? It's kind of a.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Sorry, baby.
Yeah. Have we made the decision to go with Wintermoon beyond Stillbend?
I don't know. Maybe if I mean, Kibble, you seem vague. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you seem vaguely intrigued with her friend whom you feel she misrepresented. But if we could, I don't know, if we stumble across something in Stillben, then I don't know, it might be.
I
I
mean,
don't
we could
want to
probably.
deter from something you might find appealing as far as
We could convince
us.
Agaric
I guess it depends
to.
on what's more important to us, is whether or not the Scott situation is more important, or if we're kind of done with that.
Well,
Vengeance that important to you? I mean, maybe we could ultimately end up back there.
right.
But personally,
mean,
I'd only be going back because I owe you guys a debt. So I'd rather
Well,
go back
Also
prepared
true.
and sure that we're going to win.
I think she said she would possibly have information on him anyway, so I think probably wouldn't be the best. Excuse me. Talking with
The
her would
worst.
be
Wouldn't be the worst idea.
yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a chat. Alright.
So see what Wintermoon can offer us.
I'll be.
My course will always be to find justice and vengeance. But I understand needing to be prepared.
And at this point is where I'm actually going to cut off the session as Wintermoon comes up to you and makes the leading statement. Are you ready to get me to where I need to be in Stillben safely?
Yes.
Okay. Get me there, and we can discuss terms once we're in a safe, lockdown area or secure area. And with that, I am going to cut off this session